The truth about you feeling as if you love the narcissist. At the end of the day, let me break it down for you. You do not love the narcissist. You become addicted to the highs, the lows, the roller coasters of emotions that they give you. You are in a fight or flight mode where you are constantly fighting back to feel that emotion that they had given you when they first love bombed you. That's not love. That's toxic. That's you becoming codependent on that person and that wanting that feeling. Like, it's like an addiction. This is why they say that when you're in a narcissistic relationship, the same chemical reactions that somebody gets off of having a heroin addiction is the same chemical reactions that is given off in your brain being in a toxic codependent relationship like that. Believe it or not. This is why it is so challenging for so many people who experience a narcissistic relationship to go no contact with the narcissist, to break up with the narcissist and break that cycle of that toxicity with the highs and the lows, because it's like having an addiction. And a lot of people, that's why a lot of people don't understand when you explain to another person who's never experienced a relationship like that, how is it that you still stay? How is it that you keep putting up with the same shit over and over and over again? Because they don't understand the chemical reactions that are being given off inside of your brain. It's so, like somebody who has an addiction. So obviously it's going to be challenging. It's going to be, I don't like using the word hard, but it's going to be challenging for you to let go of that chemical reaction that's giving off inside of your brain, because you're fiending for it. You want it so badly because you felt it before, right? I hope this is making sense to you so you can understand to stop beating yourself up. Stop, being so hard on yourself. If you are trying to go no contact, you haven't gone no contact yet, or you are still with the narcissist and you're having a hard time, letting go, getting out of the relationship. Or let's say, the narcissist is now with a new supply and you're beating yourself up because you still want to message them, or you're still accepting their messages and talking to them. Give yourself like an opportunity to really understand what your mind endured, the trauma that you endured, the trauma that you experienced for how many years. That shit's gonna take time. Anybody who's experienced a heroin addiction or an addiction in general, they have to go through therapy. They have to go through, a process of, going through that process to let go of that addiction. And it's the same thing you have to understand about yourself after getting out of that narcissistic relationship, or if you're still in that narcissistic relationship. You have to learn how to be gentle with yourself. You have to learn the tips and the tools and what you need to do to recover from that addiction that you had with that person. Recover from healing your brain and the trauma that it endured with that person, right? Instead of beating yourself up, beating yourself down, putting yourself down. That's what we all do. We say, we beat ourselves up and we ask questions like, oh my gosh, like, why can't we just leave them alone? And oh my gosh, when are we going to stop loving them? Oh my gosh, when are we going to let them go? Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid. I keep doing the same thing. You just literally become your own enemy and become your own bully and kind of become your own narcissist, right? Because you're so addicted and so used to, the abuse, that you sometimes become your own abuser. And these are the things that I want to help you guys to wake up and understand, that what you experienced with the narcissist is very traumatic to your brain. And it's going to take time to heal that trauma that you experienced. This is why don't rush your healing journey. I always say that, take one day at a time. Understand that healing is a journey, not a destination. I used to be in an 18-year narcissistic abusive relationship. It was like 5 years now I'm on my healing journey. And I went through that process where I would literally wake up and beat myself down every day, asking myself, why can't I get over this person? When am I just going to let them go? When can I feel better? And the more you keep putting yourself down, that, you keep feeling certain emotions, is the more you're beating yourself up for feeling emotions. And it's okay to feel whatever that you're feeling because you experienced a traumatic experience. Your brain went through a traumatic experience. It's going to take time to heal those wounds. And you have to give it time instead of beating yourself down and beating yourself up. And I get it. I used to be there too. But this is why I'm here to wake you the fuck up and remind you, if you're a man listening to this, you're a king. If you're a woman listening to this, you're a queen. You're a goddess. You have to know your value. You have to stand in those words. You have to say more positive things about yourself than beating yourself down, saying negative things about yourself, because all you're doing is pushing yourself more further down into a dark place to not heal, to not get better, right? And beating yourself against the wall, driving yourself temporarily insane, because the definition of temporary insanity is doing the same shit and expecting different results. How can you heal if you keep putting yourself down? If you keep thinking about the narcissist and all the negative shit that you went through? Listen, remind yourself that what you are experiencing, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time to heal. It's going to take time to release yourself from that trauma bond that you had with the narcissist, right? And the codependency that you had with that narcissist, and learn these words. What is codependency? What is trauma bond? What is an addiction, right? How does it affect the brain, right? Educate yourself to understand these things, so you can understand what it is that your body went through, right? And be more gentle with yourself. Be more kind to yourself. Be more caring with yourself. Be more accepting of your emotions and what you're going through. See, the narcissist, when you're in a narcissistic relationship, they want to beat you down for you feeling the emotions that you're feeling, as if it's not okay to feel those emotions. They manipulate you. They belittle you. They make you feel guilty for feeling anything that you feel, because they want to have you in control, to not feel your emotions, but to do everything to benefit them. It's time to wake up, and start understanding that it's okay for you to feel those emotions. It's okay to understand that what you went through was trauma, and that you can heal from it. You can release yourself from that addiction with the narcissist. You can get over the codependency by taking one day at a time. Stop rushing your healing journey. Stop beating yourself up for what you went through or what you're experiencing, and start being your best friend. Start being the lover that you so desired the narcissist to be to yourself. And stand in the facts and understanding what you experienced was traumatic. What you experienced is you experienced somebody who has a personality disorder, who will never change, never take accountability of the wrongdoings that they did to you. And understand the only way that you will be able to heal, the only way that you will be able to move forward, is standing in the facts and what it is. Not the story that you're clinging on to, not the story that dead narcissist feeds you, but standing in the facts and what you knowing to be true. If you need guidance and help on how to do so in healing and taking back your power and understanding how to let go, understanding how to work on yourself, you can always book a one-on-one with me, y'all. I leave my link everywhere. Click on that link. You can book a one-on-one with me, and I'll guide you through the steps and give you the tools on what you need to do to gain back power and control over your mind and your emotions, to wise up and rise above the narcissist today. Make sure you're following me on all my platforms. I have a support group, you guys, where I post motivational morning messages every day on Facebook. Go check that out. Go check out my podcast, my YouTube channel, obviously, my TikTok, to stay consistent of standing in the facts, to wise up and rise above the narcissist today. Understand, you are stronger than you think, and you got this.